back to episode 4 of my Dual Crowns campaign for Hearts of Iron Free World War 1 mod. Last episode, well, it was still preparation, but it was a little bit more interesting because now we're going to declare war on Serbia. We're going to launch the July crisis in April. We'll fight for their independence. I guess it's sort of you can pretty much just stop the war right here. I like this photo. It's like even if we back down, Russia will still. Wait, what? We're gonna lose Fret on USA, and they mobilized. It looks like. Oh, okay, but yep, that's basically screwed. Not quite screwed us. It just means we're gonna have to whatever troops we use in Serbia are gonna have to be diverted back north. And is Montenegro joined? Does not appear to be the case. Are we at war? It's unfortunate some of our troops aren't in supply. So it's gonna be problematic first couple fins. We're gonna have to. Alright, we're not even mobilized. That was pretty bad on my part. I think Serbia's mobilized though. Like, I don't see why I would want to do that, but oh wait, I have to. And we're great. I don't need these. Okay, so are we at war with Russia? Apparently not. We're not even at war with Montenegro. Okay, and Serbia is a part of the Triple Entente. So I'm gonna have to slow this down. We're definitely gonna lose a couple battles in this war. You guys can attempt to cross the river. Oh no, we're embargoed by the French. Actually, just because, wonderful. I'm gonna just have to. It's been such a long time since I've actually done anything in terms of this game, so I might as well just automate the fronts. And it looks like the Ottomans are our allies. Are they at war with Russia now? No, they're not. Am I at war? Only with Serbia. And Japan joined the Triple Entente. And Russia in front, of course. They're gonna mess up all my nice little stances and everything. But they're gonna just be going after pretty much any city they can. Give me a second, Germany. Not right now. Ooh, Cyprus annexed by the UK. No. Need to cancel those pop-ups. Looks like Germany just conquered Luxembourg for some reason and annexed them. And they're also at war with the Netherlands. Okay, Germany, what are you... Uh-oh. That's not good. So that means the French can go all the way up to the North Sea. Or, yeah, North Sea. And then they also have to deal with Russia. Like, what are we doing? This is crazy. What? Okay, I'm just gonna defeat the English. There's assassination in France. So, I don't know. Persia was taken by Russia and Britain. Now it's just this weird little quasi-state that just exists, kind of. And now it just depends on what Italy's like. If we can defeat Serbia fast enough, Italy's not gonna be that much of a problem. But looking at the way this is going, we're probably not gonna defeat Serbia and Montenegro that quickly. So we're gonna run into some issues with that. We're gonna need reinforcement, we're gonna need supplies. I guess consumer goods. No. Can't afford to give you a lease. Looks like we're making some gains, which is good to see. The Mountaineer, like the mountain troops, are gonna have to join the Third Army. Just no question about it. How did that name end up there? It's not what I wanted. We're gonna need lots of replacement divisions too. So, just put a bunch, I guess, a batch order for. That's a bit expensive, but we're gonna need that. And we're also gonna have to ask Germany for. No, request land lease, maybe. No, how could they? Wow, I'm not, because of the way I had to set up. I had unreinforced armies, unsupplied armies at the fronts, so we took early losses for sure. Oh, I don't care too much if our convoys come out under attack, because pretty soon we're not gonna be training with anyone else in the world but mainland Europe anyway. Submarine crew training, it's always good. Lend-lease, yes, Ottomans, you can have lend-lease. But I'm not going to actually give you anything. It looks like our troops are finally back in action. It's always good to see. Upgrades need to be put down. Okay, I know I said I would give them something, but I wasn't serious. Just keep that there. Supplies, not like upgrades. Once they go away, it's going to be all that production. What am I saying? All that IC can be put into production, which is always good. This isn't as exciting if I was tactically managing each one, but then we'd probably be losing if that was the case. So now we just get to see how we're doing, because right now we're great. Looks like the French was able to give Montenegro some expeditionary forces. There's a couple of Ottoman troops in Libya. Well, like we're pushing back now. We're almost surrounded Belgrade. And there's French troops who are going to be lost when Serbia falls, so it's all good. Wow, we have. Wait, are some of my troops up north? No, it looks like we have so little. We might have lost some in like the beginning days of the war, but I don't know how. Like they didn't take that much land from us. Now looks like Germany's doing a pretty good job on the Western Front. That's pretty surprising how well he's doing. They're doing, whatever. Once Italy joins though, then France is going to have troops free to go through my southern border, so I need to finish off Serbia as soon as possible. Probably just going to leave it on AI control, however, because, well, AI knows best. How are our planes doing? I hope they're being used effectively, or at all. Oh wow. We're making some pretty big gains on the Eastern Front. Southern Front. I don't know why we're taking so long just to finish off Serbia and Belgrade, considering now that we've cut them off from their capital, the troops in the south. And there goes... Okay, most of their supplies are gone. Some of their troops are encircled. It's starting to look good. Just acquire territory. Might as well just take these two areas outright. By taking Yugoslavia, it just takes the whole region because it all becomes part of Yugoslavia eventually. Oh, this is getting close. If they don't finish off, if like this army doesn't finish off Serbia quick enough, and Italy's gonna have a free hand to just take territory on the western part of my borders, which would most definitely not be good. Just put these in random infantry regiments. So Montenegro's about to fall. Their capital's... Oh, veteran army's a good thing because all these benefits are good. Organization, regain land organization. And we got number 10 unit to be deployed. It looks like only 3 more artillery pieces need to be deployed, and then what I'm probably going to do is, with all these infantry regiments in production right now, I can just send them to whatever corps need new regiments because they might have lost their old ones. So it's going to work out pretty good. Oh, come on. I should probably be providing input to these battles, but I just need to have these 2 nations destroyed so I can focus on Italy. Because Italy I know is going to betray me now that they've broken the alliance. Germany is just tearing apart France. I don't know how. They have war with Russia and war with France, and they're just doing excellent on both fronts. I'm doing decently on the Eastern Front. I'm not paying attention too much to it because this is more crucial. Because Italy does have quite a lot of troops, not as much. Actually, I think they got maybe the same amount, maybe a bit less than what I have. So, we got to be careful of them. But since they're in the mountains, we get big defensive bonuses. So, still, we shouldn't have too much difficulty handling them. And okay, that's Mexico. We just need to make sure that Italy does not join Triple Entente until we have our troops on that border. Or else it's pretty much war over at that point, because we've got forts, we've got mountains, and we just need to make sure we use them to the best of our ability. And what are you guys doing to that poor... Just finish them off. Come on. You attack. You attack. And, well, you guys might as well attack. Okay. Let's just take this territory. And, oh, don't want to go right on the map. You don't have a leader. Just take Peter Ferdinand, I guess. And whatever infantry corps need infantry, you can go join them. So I just sent 1 new regiment to the south, I think. And it looks like Skopje is about to fall, which means that Serbia will finally be ours. And all that, this amount of army is just going to go with them. Bulgaria should be able to handle whatever Greece, if Greece joins against us, whatever they have to throw. But only time will tell. Now we need a couple more. That's pretty cool. Now we need armored car, engineer. Oh, get 4. And we just need 1 engineer. I'll probably put these 2 at the front. They're not that important, but might as well try and get them anyway. Because that's we could have a whole corps of just armored cars and engineers, and that would be a pretty effective fighting force. Okay, you guys, turn off these objectives. Just focus on Italy now. Oh, we don't need that. And yeah, just get to that border as quickly as possible. But even it looks like France is not being able to handle Germany right now. This is pretty impressive, the amount Germany's gotten into France, even with Belgium and the Netherlands on France's side. Oh, this is crazy. And my troops are doing a pretty decent job in Russia. I believe if we defeat Russia, we get up to here in terms of land, which is always good. Now, in terms of what happens after we deal with Russia and France and Italy and Great Britain, well, actually Russia and France are the 2 big ones. I don't quite know at that point, because we would be pretty powerful. We would pretty much be able to invade England once we could build up a navy. It's the sort of thing, if we get to that point, I don't know what I'm going to do with this campaign. And it's pretty much all mountains except for one hills, this entire defensive line. So as long as my troops are dug in, we'll be able to hold that pretty... Oh no, atrocities committed in Belgium. How could they? Russian troops, Dutch troops, under control of Belgian leaders. And the last few artillery brigades are ready to be placed into their respective regiments. Militia, like, it's sort of in the first couple episodes of this campaign were just to prepare us for this. I honestly did not expect Germany to just stomp France like they are right now. Like, that's almost never happened. Maybe it's because I waited the extra 6 months, 5 months, and Germany built up enough troops to deal with France. But that's amazing. That's never happened before. And we're not even holding this whole front. Or we're barely holding this whole front. Wow. And not many Russian troops left either. It looks like some of them have been encircled and conquered and all that. Could just go join one of them. We could always use more troops on the Eastern Front. Because we're running to the point now where it's like, it's not Russians we're fighting, it's just a distance between the cities. Actually, like, we have 4 divisions in this whole area, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 12 divisions, right, against 4 of mine, and they're still hesitating to attack. And I don't know. Like, the Ottomans are facing the British and the Russians, so it's kind of explainable that they're not doing particularly well. We got quite a lot of troops here. I might reposition. I might give one of the corps to the west, or what am I saying? Eastern Front. Just because I don't think we're going to need them on the Italian front at this moment, and by the time we are going to need them, we're going to just already have replacements. So you guys can go there. We got Afghani troops we're fighting now. This is pretty much, they're scraping the barrel over on the Eastern Front for troops to try and fight us. Looks like most of the Russian army was pretty much destroyed within months of the war being declared. Oh no, Portugal impounded some German merchant ships. Oh, Russia's doing alright, it appears, in the north. Germany is kind of slow, kind of slowed down here. So, to be honest, at this point, if Italy declared war on me, it actually might be good, because that would divert French troops away from the German onslaught. I just got a new corps set up somewhere in, like, Budapest. This is going to be the 12th Infantry. Oop. Well, might as well fix it. And you guys are just going to stay there for now until we got more troops within that regiment. I believe I ordered 25 divisions, so we'll have, at the very least, 4, because replacements are going to have to be found for other corps who have lost men. And the armored cars and the engineers are almost going to be done. They're going to be done 22nd of February. And they're probably going to head east because there's a lot more open territory for them to roam around on. Oh, we took losses. We're starting to slow down in the east and actually kind of falter. It looks like Germany appeased the US by stopping their submarine warfare. And Ireland, I don't know what that event fires, but they only last like at most a day because British troops already occupy Dublin and there's nothing the Irish militia troops can do. Like, within the confines of the game, I mean. In real life, they probably could have done quite a lot. This is just annoying because I can't divert troops from the Italian border until I know what Italy is going to be doing. And what I've known Italy to do in the past is just declare war on me first chance they can after breaking this alliance with us. How close is Spain to joining? Spain is not very close. Hmm. We've got Armored Car Division and Engineer Brigade. So you guys can form, I guess, I think this might be the word. And you guys can go east. Second Army is like infantry and then armored cars. Oh, there's Japanese troops over here now too. That's what those orange guys are. Yeah. Wonderful. Germany's kind of faltered now. Their attack here, like Russia's starting to pick up the pieces, it looks like. But if we hold out for another year on the Eastern Front, there's an event that fires that basically destroys Russia's chances of victory because it's the October Revolution, I believe. And when it happens, we get the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. I can't pronounce it, but Brest-Litovsk. If it's a town over here. It's this one, but it's in English. It's something else. And when that fires, we just gain basically the entirety of Ukraine, which is nice. You might as well just go in the fourth army I'm gonna have to create now. And you guys just basically, yeah, do that. So sort of this is much slower warfare because it's not armored vehicles, it's men having to march and run these many great distances. I just can't believe how far Germany got. Like, normally in a game like this, Germany would be occupied. Where's the little fin? Just make a new plan, sure. Normally Germany would be stuck this line here, not even being able to get into Belgium. But this time, like, they're pushed all the way up to Paris and kind of mid-France. And that's almost, I need to get rid of that now. And that almost never happens within this game, or this mod, simply because France is able to dig in quick enough so they can hold the line. Ooh. Got interceptors now. I don't think we've run into any issues with enemy aircraft though, so not that big of a deal. Just want to make sure everything's still smooth sailing in the production queue. We want to make sure we have enough supplies to feed the armies. And, like, what we have on the Italian border should be enough to hold this whole line, even if just for a couple of, like, weeks or months. Oh, yeah. Defensive, oh, not even, just be prepared stance for sure. Don't want you guys pushing ahead into Italian lands, especially when you can get cut off. Because once we're out of the mountains, their numbers will strike. Once we get to Verona and, like, Milano, that will just change for us because there's so many other ways they can attack us from that don't include trying to cross the mountains. And we're taking Crimea, it looks like. And well, it looks alright. Bulgaria surprisingly hasn't joined us yet. Of all the people to join us, I thought it would have been them on the first. Curious. And you guys just join up with whoever you can. Looks like it's just back and forth on this front still. I just keep looking back at it because that's the only thing where anything's happening. I'm pretty sure Germany has pretty much stopped their offensive into France. And in the West, we're making gains, but not as quickly as we were a year ago in the game. So it's pretty much a simulation now to see who gets more men. We've dropped 500,000 manpower, so hopefully October Revolution fires soon, or else we'll be left high and dry when it comes to manpower. That's the timer. And that's US occupying the Dominican. I'll give us a bit longer, just simply because I was supposed to be manually controlling most of my armies, and I just ended up automating them and all that. Looks like Russia has just so many more troops on these borders. But I can't afford to divert any more troops from the Italian border. And how much longer for some of the other infantry? It's going to be June before we get anything new in terms of infantry to send out to the east. So I'll be on attack. If they're on attack, I'm going to just put them down to, oh, they're on defensive. Okay, I'm going to keep on defense because I don't want them to risk any divisions. If they lose a single division, that's terrible because that's one less. Well, that's one less division to cover a province that we need to hold. Once it becomes July 1916, I'm going to pause the episode, take a break. So, we're not doing bad. Like, if you check diplomatic, like, red is what they originally owned. So, to have us over this basically a line from Estonia down to Crimea is not so bad. Like, this is just really impressive. Italy's still strangely quiet, but that's good for now. Okay, apparently I have a couple of cores in here. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, once this treaty fire, like the October Revolution and this treaty event fires, we'll get quite a lot of land in this part of the world. As long as, I believe, as long as we hold, as long as we hold Warsaw, we'll be fine. Ah, great. Second Army is gonna have to just take its own and finish off Romania. That's I don't want to. I'm gonna have to take this army away too. I just need you guys to quickly finish off Romania before we do anything scary or threatening. Hopefully, the first army will be able to hold off whatever Russian onslaughts occur within the first like Romania is going to fall pretty quickly. That's what I'm trying to say. But we just need time. What are you gonna do? Oh, you don't even have a regiment anymore. Oh, you can just go join the Southern Front, I guess, just as an independent regiment division. Okay. So now that Romania's joined the war, as I said, like, it's gonna be problematic. I'm gonna have to do this one, but I believe this one we just get a white peace basically, and then they're able to declare war on us like a couple years again down the road. And Russian front, Russians are advancing but slowly, so we shouldn't take too. It shouldn't be too bad on the east until the troops come back. One of the mountain divisions, all that's holding the Italian border. Okay, so Romania's fallen relatively quickly. They took a lot of land early on, but it's because we had no troops in the area. That cavalry might be problematic if it cuts off our guys in Crimea. We got Montenegrin nationalists. We got troops down here. So I don't know. Like you guys probably, yeah, you got that. You can join that division, which I think that division's or I keep saying division. That corps, the Panzerwagen Corps, I believe that's fighting in Romania right now. Oh god. We might lose a couple of these regiments, depending on if they can get out. Uh-oh. Yep, we just lost a couple of guys. We just need to make sure that, yeah, a couple of regiments don't have a core now. Which, I don't even know which one we lost. Probably just gonna call this one the 13th. We lose one, we just continue on in the number and sequence. You can join. Which one's the one I don't know here? First arm, but it doesn't need reinforcements. You can't get reinforcements. You're screwed. You're kinda screwed, but you can join them. And you're not screwed. Okay, Romania did cause a bit of trouble for us, but the troops who were diverted. Ooh. Danish West Indies were sold to the. Who? Ah, they're sold to the States. Okay. So we got. Or almost at Budapest. Budapest? Okay, there we go. So the Tsar abdicates. We can look forward to that treaty firing soon. And then we'll have troops, I guess, to divert somewhere? I don't know where we would put them. Like, Italy's not at war with us. So I don't quite know what we would do with them at the moment. Oh, looks like Romania is about to fall. Oh, okay, there we go. Curious. Now, there's a lot of scripts firing, so I'm gonna have to give it time. I look like for the most part, I just realized I still have a navy. I didn't use it at all this whole war so far. Aww. Game crashed. But I'm gonna leave that episode here. Leave a like, comments, or if you're feeling generous, a subscription. I shall see all of you in the next episode.